people of color, specifically Black people, are not responsible for educating anyone. We're not obligated to anyone to teach them anything. When we do that, that is an act of love when we choose to do that, and an act of really an act of justice and empathy in order when we lend ourselves to that conversation. So we have to respect that. We have to honor that. We have to amplify that. We have to even sometimes pay for that. I think it's important that we pay for, a lot of times I use this thing. It's kind of funny. I said, well, you can pick my brain when the invoice is paid. And so I think it's really important that we pay people for their work, how they're investing in organizations, how they're investing in you as a person, as an individual. And so I would say, to realize that a lot of times we need space. Remember that we're not a monolithic group, so we're not a group that we have the same experiences and the same stories. All of our stories, depending on where we were raised, pretending on how we were brought up, can be all different. And so we have to remember that a Black person is not monolithic, and everybody doesn't want to talk to this, and everyone can't speak to this. Yeah. And so I would say, develop a friendship as a friendship develops naturally, and then as you're having this conversation with people, say, hey, these are some things that I'm thinking, these are some things that I'm doing, and I'm working on myself. What are you doing, or how are you doing in this space? I know this is very tense right now. And so I think, because it can be draining when you're inundated with this. And then you have to realize that many of us are living through generational trauma.